I gotta get this cool sweatshirt. Wow, finally someone under 50 years old here.
Wow.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Anna.
Well, we're here because we've been invited to see the stories about San Jose, and we were invited by the Castellanos, so we're looking forward to all of the conversation and looking at all the exhibits.
Casey Rodriguez, I've known Al for 70 years. We went to high school together, and he invited me to come and see it.
Al Castellano?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're from Salinas.
No, soy de
Oh, no, where are you
Hollister.
from? Hollister.
Hi there. Hi. Hi, Ramon.
Hello.
Buenas tardes. My name is Richard Alejandro. I'm the treasurer for La Raza Historical Society of Santa Clara Valley. We're excited that we are getting ready to have a first big gala. It's going to be 16 de septiembre. So we're having our first gala event on the 16th of September 2022. Be sure to come and visit us.
Hola. Hi, I'm Camila Yanis from de.a. I'm an East Side resident and mom. Our kids go to Adelante, and I work for Sobrado Philanthropies now, but my heart will always be with Somos Mayfair.
Good seeing you, Camille.
Good to see you too.
Good afternoon. I'm Elida MacArthur. I'm a superintendent for Mount Pleasant School District. I'm here at the East Side Dreams at the San Jose Library. This is so, I'm just appreciative of the opportunity to be here and witness the history that has been collected by many members of the community. And again, thank you, and we are from Mount Pleasant School District. It's a 5-school district in East Side San Jose. So we're welcome for you to come and see our schools and enroll your students. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm George MacArthur. I actually teach at Mount Pleasant School District at Alex Swoger Middle School, math. A great school district, East Side San Jose. I'm born and raised here, went to Silver Creek High School, so love the East Side.
Tell me about the importance of math in school.
Well, math is everywhere, and students need to know they don't need to be afraid of it. They need to embrace it and enjoy it and investigate it and make it a part of their lives. It's a part of everybody's lives, and I try to teach that to my kids, to love it like I love it.
Buenas
tardes, Adriana Ayala, Chicana Latina Foundation Executive Director, and I'm here at the East Side Gallery showing all the pictures and all the people that are here celebrating archives, documentation from the 1950s and on, our cultura, as you can see here, the beautiful culture, the beautiful community that we have. And Chicana Latina Foundation, we support students in college, community college, undergrads, graduate students to finish and become professionals. But we not only give scholarships, we also provide leadership training because we want them to be culturally open, embrace their culture, their language, to know their narrative, own their story. Because when you own your story, you're an authentic leader. And that's what we do at the Chicana Latina Foundation, which has been around since 1977. And so these pictures are part of our history. Look at this lowrider truck right here. Wow, that's a... And I'd like to also thank La Raza Historical Society for helping us here in the community in San Jose regain the history, archive the history, document it, and not only that, spread our history, understand our history, because if we don't understand it, we're not going to understand how to proceed, how to best proceed with the future in helping our youth and what comes next. So gracias, the Historical Society of La Raza.
This display case focuses on Cesar Chavez, family vision, and there's an award for him from MAXA. There's one of the famous farm worker flags. The Cesar Chavez stamp that was issued by the U.S. Post Office. Here's a Cesar Chavez photo when he was probably about 15. Here's a famous photo. From the left is Cesar Chavez, Fred Ross, Luis Valdez, and Dolores Huerta. There are many stories about the design of the Huelga Eagle. This basic design, the story I heard from his brother, who was a carpenter, is that he designed it, and Caesar wanted a design that was easy to draw, and the children and others could easily copy the design. And his brother, the carpenter, said that the hardest part on this design was to design the feet, because the feet would be something complicated. So this is how it ended up looking. Here's the display case about James Lick High School, which is the oldest high school in East San Jose. A fun fact is that the second oldest school in East San Jose, which was the East Side Union High School District, was Samuel Eyre High School, which later became part of Milpitas when they incorporated the city. Here's a display case from Overfeld High School, which is considered this is a display case of Overfeld High School, which many people considered the second oldest high school in East San Jose because, like I said, the Eastside Union High School District actually is the one that had the second school, Samuel Eyre. Here is a wall of photos about East San Jose, the famous freeway to nowhere from the 1970s, before 280-101 was completed. Here's a plane flying over Macy's during the establishment of East Ridge. Cinco de Mayo fiestas, of course, drew thousands and thousands of people for many, many years. Were sponsored by the American GI Forum. This mural, Mural de la Raza, 1985, by Jose Mesa Velasquez, was on a building on Story Road. And it was actually just a few years ago that the new owner of the building erased the mural. So this makes us very conscious that we do not have many good laws to protect the murals and art that are all over the community. Cesar Chavez, the boycott at Safeway store. Later, this corner became a U.S. employment office of the state. And that corner now has the Mexican Heritage Plaza. The famous East Side Mark's Hot Dogs Big Orange that used to be on Elm Rock Avenue. And it was saved and moved to Capitol. And it was saved and moved to the corner of Capitol and Elm Rock. This is Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church, which was a new modern structure in 1970. And there are several older versions of the church still there. We love our cars. We love our bikes. Both cars and bikes have a great art tradition in Chicano culture. Here's a picture of a sweet pea field in San Jose, probably in the 1930s era. Some of the first strikes of California, the biggest strikes, began in San Jose fields in the 1930s. This is a business display that has records from the Cortese family, farms and ranches that have long been in East San Jose. And of course, this is the family of Dave Cortese, our state senator. More Cortese family memorabilia. This is a display of Emmys. That were awarded to Rigo Chacon, longtime person on local television. This is a display of the Lily and Rudy Tennis family, parents of Darlene Tennis. But they are longtime East San Jose residents. And you can see a video interview by La Raza Historical Society on YouTube that tells their story. Rudy was a bullfighter in his youth, and Lily used to take the train to San Francisco to go to school. It's a display of one of their neighbors, Len Ramirez, who's a television newsman. This is a display about Maritza Maldonado, who's from Amigos de Guadalupe, a nonprofit group in East San Jose. Here's a display about Dr. Joel Herrera. He and his wife Rita Duarte Herrera were very involved in this display. And Dr. Herrera is the secretary of La Raza Historical Society. Here's a display about Darlene Tennis and her farm worker caravan project. Again, she's the daughter of Rudy and Lily Tennis. So the generations keep up. The generations keep working on improving and advocating for poor people and the underrepresented, who we often forget. Here are some articles from the East San Jose Sun that published for many years about the East San Jose region. And some of the photos are Our Lady of Guadalupe Church, which has a great part of Eastside history. This is the first church. The parish was started by Father Donald MacDonald, and one of his lay assistants was a young man named Cesar Chavez. And he taught Chavez about the rights of labor, the ethics of labor, and had a great impact on what he went on to do. You can look in the description notes below this video for links to a video about Father McDonald and other leaders of the early Our Lady of Guadalupe community. This is a display about Los Lupeños, the most professional dance group in early East San Jose. Here's a collection of matchbooks. Here's a matchbook collection of East San Jose businesses. These are more pictures of the iconic Freeway to Nowhere. This was in the 1970s before the interchange of 280 and 101 was completed. This is City Council Member Joe Cola in this photograph, as he advocated for completing the freeway project. This is a display about the Ribbs family, who have been long-time residents of East San Jose. Mr. Ribbs was a plumber. They had a business. Their son, Willie Ribbs, was a race car driver. East San Jose is the home of several major sports personalities. Jim Plunkett is best known to most since he was a Super Bowl player. The other person was sports person was Eddie Chavez. He also went to James Lick High School, and Eddie was a boxing champion. Here are some photos of Luisa Valdez, who grew up in Delano, California, and East San Jose. He went to James Lick High School. And look in the description of this video for video interviews with Luis Valdez, his life at James Lick High School and San Jose State, and his trip to revolutionary Cuba in the 1960s.
Oh, Jim Plunkett, yeah. Jim Plunkett, remember? He went to James Lick.
Hi, my name is Alfonso Salazar. I worked for 34 years at the post office in San Jose.
Where was the post office located?
St. James Park Station was the most recent one that I worked at, but I've worked at various post offices. But that was the last place I was working at.
And you remember Jim Plunkett's parents?
Well, I only had heard of them through the customers that would come to the window when I would help them with their goods, with their, sending out their packages. They would recall, they say how beautiful the post office looked, and they would remember that inside the lobby that they would have a newspaper stand there. And even though that they were blind, Jim Plunkett's parents were blind, that they were able to succeed with their business there and help the people there get through their day, selling them the newspapers. And so it was good to work there at the post office and hear these kind of stories about Jim Plunkett's parents.
This is a beautiful pond.